Hey everyone, welcome to episode number 83 of the Resellers. Stu, we're glad you guys could join us today because we have a brand new panel member. I know we've just been adding all kinds of people. Everybody's just all in the stew. But we have Miss Laura Jones with us today, and we're really excited. But how's everybody's week this week?
Good.
And Yvon is back with us.
Oh, rookie mistake. I thought I was.
Oops, I accidentally muted you. Unmute yourself. I muted you, Yvon. I clicked the button thingy. Unmute yourself. You can do it. Yvon! I lost her. No, she's getting it.
Oh, she has her Bluetooth thingies.
Oh, it was on your phone. Okay. All right. She'll get herself unmuted here in a second. Sorry. You know, we keep doing these shows, and it's just like we're new every time. I get nervous before every show. But I wanted to, Laura.
Yes.
I met Miss Laura in Houston at the Third Coast Resellers meetup, correct? That's where we met?
Yes.
And I'm so glad because then we became friends and we got to go to the National Achievers Conference together earlier this year. And that was a lot of fun. We saw Gary Vee and Barbara Cochran. And Laura had on her heels. I don't know how she walked in those all the way back to the hotel.
You're running in the street, getting ran over. Yeah.
For sure. But can you tell us a little about yourself? Like, how long have you been reselling for?
I have been reselling. I feel like it's 2015, but it might be 2016. I'm not sure. The years mix up. But we started in January. I started reselling my personal stuff in 2013 on Poshmark. So I actually started on Poshmark selling my personal crap. And then I started again in like professionally reselling. I had found some Marc Jacobs flats in a Tory Burch dress. And I couldn't find anyone that was in that size. So I was like, you know what, let me go put it on eBay. And then it sold. And then after that, that was it. Once you started making money, that's when I actually started professionally selling, meaning buying something to actually resell rather than just reselling my own stuff. So
I specify that too. Like when I'm like, oh, well, I've sold stuff on eBay since 2001. 2002. I was like, but when I actually went out and bought something specifically going, I can put this on eBay and sell this for money. That's when when I say I started too. Why did you get started? Was it like, what were you doing at the time that you?
No, I was still working full time. And then I feel like it was 2016 I might have started. I don't know. But I have a 3-year-old son. So I specifically remember him just like 5 weeks after having a baby, I was back to the thrift store looking for stuff. So I was like, I always liked thrifting before. And then I would just find stuff that wasn't in my size that I knew I could make money. So I've always been a long-time thrifter. So, and then that's just how it started.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And then your husband actually helps you too, but is he helping you with the other stuff or just Amazon? You do Amazon.
I think it's like you have to kind of know your personality, and I'm more detail. Like I'm more specific on taking pictures and listing and measurements, and my husband's real like more analytical, so he can like read a Amazon listing and know, okay, rank, price, and ROI, okay, that's a good sell. And me, I'm like, oh, I don't like this color. Like, would somebody buy it? So I get too much emotions, I think. But yeah, I know. But he helps me just with the Amazon, and right now he's helping me cross post because that's more of a detailed instruction, I feel. So that's how he helps me.
Is he cross posting like eBay to Poshmark or Amazon to eBay? Oh,
no, eBay to Poshmark. Yeah,
that's awesome. That's kind of a system that I think, like my husband keeps saying he wants to help me because he's getting burnt out. Like he has a really successful remodeling business, but it takes a toll on your body. And he's only 32, but he like comes home and just like an old man and you know. So
No, for sure.
you can't do labor like that forever. You have to have a backup plan. And so he's been actually talking about like, well, maybe we could just do your business together. And I'm thinking in my head, like,
how? But no, he does my shipping also. So he just started doing that like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and now he's helping with shipping everything out. So he does that for me now.
yeah, that's what I've been trying to do is like set up an inventory system, like with numbers and bin numbers and item numbers stuck to the, like I've been bagging up everything in little baggies and putting numbers on them and putting those numbers in the thing. Cause that way, I guess just in preparation for the future that maybe he might be able to help me with shipping and he can help me with Amazon labeling and stuff like that. And cleaning, prepping, photos. I think I could teach him photos too. So I'm trying to prepare just in case, because you never know.
But it's hard to like let go and have help though, because I still take, like I have my friend who's helping me with taking pictures of for like clothes, but I can't let go on the shoes yet. Like I'm still taking pictures of all the shoes because I'm very, particular. So,
Yeah,
we'll see.
Lucy, do you have you do it all yourself, correct? Like you're just doing it?
I have somebody that does my listings. She does all the measurements for me and like creates them off a draft. And then my son does photography for me. But it's photography done by a teenager, so you have to really be okay. There's a lot of grit in my teeth.
That would be hard to let go. I have a hard time letting go of photography. But I've gotten better over time, just being like, look, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be done.
Exactly. That's where I was at. I had a garage full of stuff that needed to go up on eBay. And I'm like, my friend needs some side cash. My son needs some side cash. Let's just get this stuff up. Today, I'm shipping out a Christian Dior jacket. And it just bothered me because the picture was just slightly crooked. But it's still sold. So.
Yeah, Lauren Thrifts on Instagram. I don't know if y'all follow her. I know she has kind of a little bit of a private account, but she was talking on her story today about like her setup for her flat lays, and she's like, yeah, there's a line here that you can see from the 2 poster boards, but who really cares? The customer just wants to buy your item, So we can get
up then.
Yeah. We can be so caught up in just like over analyzing every little, there's a shadow. Let it go.
Yeah, that's me.
I mean, with these people helping me, it's prepping me to like expand if I wanted to expand. So I have like a little sheet where this is how I want them photographed. I want one in this position, this tag, the front, the back, So I have it kind of laid out on instructions. So if I do get an employee someday, I kind of have a base to work off of that. It really lets you see where holes in your system are, or where maybe you're just thinking about something and it's second nature to you because you've been doing it for so long. But to somebody that's just walking into the game, they don't get that.
Yvon, do you feel like whenever your daughter was helping you, it was easier for her to help you than if you like had outside people helping you?
Yes, only because she has experience and she runs her own little store as well. So we fell into a groove really quickly. Yeah. I miss that. I miss it.
I know. Yeah. Are you still doing that other store that you had all the plush
hashtag deal? Yeah, that's where I put the hard goods and plush. Yes.
Yeah. How's it going? How's it doing? I haven't seen you in so long. I don't know.
I know. We were off for summer and then I just haven't been on. It went well initially, but I haven't been adding to it. But I do have some things, some Pottery Barn sheets, some Ralph Lauren sheets, some crochet blankets, things like that. I haven't found any epic plush lately, but it's still on the radar. But it's no negative feedback, so I'll call that good.
That's awesome. So did anybody have any good finds this week? Did you go out? I know last week we did set up a challenge and we were supposed to go find embellished sweaters. I'm the first one to say that I failed. I did look for the sweaters. I was in the sweater section looking, but I didn't find anything yet. But Yvon, you found some sweaters, correct?
I did.
Do you have them with you? Can we see them?
I did set them over here. I didn't know if we were going to try to
Well,
give you guys another chance, or
we are going to extend it to next week. So if you want to participate, because what we really wanted to do is just kind of get people to branch out and look in some, like I did. I was over there. It wasn't the first place I went.
Clothes.
Yeah, I was. Yesterday I was like, somebody is going to see me and recognize me from YouTube and be like, what is she doing over there in those sweaters? She's lying to us. She looks at the clothes.
Deb will only buy clothes if she makes $100 on it.
I really crossed my mind. I was like, somebody's gonna be like,
liar,
faking it, telling us she doesn't look at.
She don't want to tell her secrets.
But so did you want to wait until next week to show it, or you want to?
I'll go ahead and show, maybe, because I'm hoping more people will participate too. So
Kathleen posted her sweater vest. Did you see the cardinals with the snowman?
Yeah.
It was really nice. Anyway, go ahead. I want to see your sweater.
I feel, of course, I'm clothing, right? So I feel like I had a little bit of an advantage. I'm heavier on clothing than the rest of you. And the other thing is, these were on the last call Halloween clearance. So, and I think everyone's I think the stores are in transition between the Halloween stuff going out and the Christmas stuff coming in. So, but I bet you this week you guys might have more luck, right? Okay. So, I've got this one.
Wow.
That's a nice cardigan, all embellished with the drummer boys.
Oh, I like that shoulder.
When I said you hit it out the park, you hit it at the park, and I didn't even see the sweater, and I knew it was going to be good.
Because this one's cute, and the bonus is, it's a pretty decent showing. It's Storybook Knits, so that's a pretty good flip label. Easy to find at the thrift store.
Go ahead, Lucy. Go ahead. Sorry.
Let me ask how much you paid for that, because I found a Storybook that was gorgeous, but it was like $15. So
then your thrift stores are hip to it. Most people just think, oh, these are, I hate this word, but these are ugly, or these are grandma. Yeah. So this was $6.99. So
yeah, mine was.
But Storybook Knits has quite a following. So, and then this one is vintage, or I should say retro, but I guess we're saying vintage now. I forget how old I am, but to me it's just retro. But to the millennials, that's old, that's vintage. But this is a Michael Simon, and that also has a good resale value. So, and this one looks, isn't that pretty? This one's really pretty. This is like let me put it up for y'all. This is like what, New Year's Eve or something?
Those are glasses, right? Aren't those glasses?
They're little champagne glasses with pearls for the bubbles.
You are going to sell that.
And it's slightly sparkly, iridescent sparkly. So I think this will do well. But, if we're going to extend it a week just to stay on my game, I'm going to keep looking, because these are resale value maybe about 30, 35. Mm-hmm. So I don't want y'all to, I'm competitive, so I'm going to keep looking and see if I can do better.
Yeah.
If I step into a thrift this week, I'll look. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going thrifting though.
And I asked Deb, I said, well, how about this? What if you guys find a sweater at the thrift and then go over to the Christmas department and find some ornaments and decorate your own? They're both
to make sweaters. This isn't a crafting event.
This is not a Pinterest YouTube channel.
We're gonna come back with my Pinterest fail.
Time for that.
So it was $5.99, Lucy.
Okay.
So the reason why we wanted to do all that for the sweaters is we were planning on every week, and we really want you guys to participate, but if you don't want to participate, hey, it's a free country. But we really wanted you guys to participate, just because, like I was saying earlier, it's just a way to branch out just a little for one little item, to get over in a department that you don't normally go to, like me over in the sweaters. Looking at sweaters. But anyway, we're going to span it until next week. I do have a post on the Reseller Facebook group about it. If you want to participate, there is a prize. But anyway, okay. So do we have any good finds this week? Did you guys have anything that you wanted to share with me or us or everyone? Not just me. I'll let everyone else know too. It's not a secret.
I wear my sweater now too, yeah.
You have a sweater? Let me.
So it was really difficult for me because I don't do clothes very much, and if I do, I get them for like a quarter at garage sales. I don't spend very much on them, so it was very hard because they kept coming up really expensive. But I found this on 99-cent day yesterday.
Ooh.
Yes, girl, look at that sweater.
You got me at the sparkles.
So
And
I
it's
don't
not
know,
good.
like if the brand. I looked up the brand and it was okay. I don't know,
Brittany Lay.
but they wanted 11 something, so that's why I have to go on 99-cent day. But the other thing that I liked is that it's a 3XL, so I
Yep.
feel like there's just not a whole lot of
I think that's
embellishment
perfect. Yeah.
over there like that. So I liked that one, and then this was the other thing that I found. They are new
Wow.
vintage dead stock. They were $8, though I did pay up. But anyhow, I looked this one up at the store. The pattern is Follow the Leader, and their new poo sheets that are vintage are going for about $30, $40. So that was my other eBay find this week.
That's really good. Do you often check over in that section? Because I normally check over in like Savers keeps all of their linens that are packaged and like all the craft stuff all in one little section.
Yeah. It depends on which store, but I mostly go over there for Amazon stuff. But I mean, obviously I'll sell that on eBay over Amazon. And for Amazon, I look for, gosh, I've sold like quilting batting. Quilting batting, if it's brand new, can do really well. Every once in a while I'll find that. Sometimes sheet sets and curtains, but it's hit or miss. Little swimmers I look for, new in the package diapers, if you can find them for the right price. Sometimes needlework patterns, if it's brand new needlework stuff, I look at those at both the craft stores and at the thrift stores. Oh, the hook, latch and hook, brand new latch and hooks.
Yeah, yeah.
Some of those are hit or miss. Like some you'll find them and it's like, ooh, $40, $50, and the other ones I think are gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like $4. So doesn't really work.
$9 or $50. There's no
middle ground when it comes to latch hooks. They're either gonna be $50 or $2. You're just not.
What's a latch hook? Let me Google this.
I Google it.
What is it?
I've never done one. It's like yarn and a hook, and you make it looks like a rug
grid, and it looks like a rug, but you're supposed to hang it on the wall.
Oh.
It's like 70s crafting.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think is it Karen or Karin is one of the good brands. I can't remember now. I've sold
CARRON.
Oh, best latch hook.
I think is how you spell it.
I have a Snoopy one that I bought that I thought, was going to be something, but I don't think it's anything.
Yeah, what's weird is I went over, because that's why I like looking at retail stores too. I go over to Joann's and I look and I'm like, okay, these are the new things that are going for $8 at Joann's.
So is this like a rug?
Yeah,
it's on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I see it now.
Yeah. Could you imagine you go to somebody's house that's like just a regular, like under 60, and they have all of these like like rugs on the wall that they like decorated with.
They made them with their little hands.
This is cute. I see a little Lion King. They have like new what's it called? Unicorns. They're cute.
Yeah, there's
Sunflower.
all kinds of ones. But I have never been able to differentiate between what's valuable and what's not. Like I always just have to look them up. Like there's no like one.
Well, and Deb, you mentioned like it's kind of an older craft, and that's true. But there's a lot of things that are like that are used not only because people enjoy them, but also for therapy.
Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't think about that because I know I did see somebody not just in like in a coloring kind of way of calming or whatever, but actually for their physical therapy, for their trying to pinch and pull and do stuff like that.
Well, and you mentioned the coloring. My friend's husband is a veteran, and he went to he was in the Desert Storm stuff, and he's seeing somebody about the post-traumatic stress, and they said go get coloring books, and he's like, I'm a grown man, like what coloring books? So they were trying to find hunting coloring books or kind of manly type of stuff for him, but he has to color for 30 minutes a day to help with this.
That's the genre they need to get into, like manly coloring books. Like, what would you do though? Like, what would be a manly coloring book besides like sexy girls?
Monster trucks.
Vintage cars, maybe would be
like
cars,
like fields and streams, and like I feel like we're stereotyping men.
Beer? I don't know.
But I mean,
beer.
Think which ones are not.
Yeah, that'd be interesting, huh? I bet you they have them, because you know they have like the offensive word one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like all like spirals and paisley, and then it's got like F word in the middle.
Oh my gosh.
Joni says that her mom has a whole latch hook rug that she made that's 5 feet by 7 feet.
Oh, that's a big one.
That's a big craft project for all that yarn. Wow. Anyway, anybody else have anything they want to show that they picked up this week? You don't have to show if you don't want to show, Laura.
A few items.
Well, no, I've been doing retail, so.
What do you got, Yvon?
Doing
So
retail,
Laura's
letting my
tapping
market.
Yours is retail arbitrage. You're going to keep it to yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I get it. No, for real. I just didn't want to. Okay, a couple of things.
No, it's just focusing for fourth quarter. So that's what we've been doing. And then probably next week I'll get back into the thrift store.
Okay.
Sometimes I enjoy a nice smelling store here and there.
I lost one of my earbuds. Okay. So this was together. It's been a long time since I found one of these at a good price. Some of the Mayfair European games, although this is made in USA now. But the Settlers of Catan, and now I think it's just called Catan. They have different divisions. Did I hold that up enough?
Yeah.
So these are like, these will resell around $40 or $50 often, depending on which series that you have. So I found these for $4.99, and it's been a long time because usually they mark these up and they put them in the case.
Really?
Okay. So just for fun, a new fanny pack for me. It's bigger. So, that's just for me. Okay.
Ooh, that'll fit a lot of money.
I had to double check to see if I could sell this. This is a mastectomy. I don't know what the right word is. I can sell it on eBay though. It's a replacement, for if you've had a mastectomy.
They call it, what do they call them? Chicken. What do they call them?
Cutlets?
Chicken cutlets. Well, not chicken cutlets, but cutlets.
Well, I'm not going to call it that, but I paid $3.99 and it hasn't been used. It's real clean, and I think average resale price is about $30 on eBay. So I just thought that was weird. I thought, well, I feel weird, but it's brand new and someone needs it. And if nothing else, I'll donate it to a center or something that specializes in helping cancer people. I don't know. I'm not going to just let it sit at the thrift store for $4. And then the last item, this was interesting to me. This is a collab between Paul Frank and Andy Warhol. They're little lounge pants.
Oh, those are cool.
Yes. Paul Frank and an Andy Warhol tribute. So these are slightly retro. I think I don't have the top. I tried to find it. I paid $3.99, but I think even just the bottoms will probably be around $25 or $30. I'm just a big art fan, so I'm not, I have to find a new home.
I would have picked those up too. Yeah. I probably would have listed them. They'd be in my box of clothing over there, but I would have bought them.
I'd wear them if they were bigger. I love them.
I got something to show. I went thrifting yesterday because I had to go into Austin for a stupid court case. And so I went thrifting because I needed some thrift therapy. And so I picked up this. And I've bought this before many years ago. This is a Bake-A-Bone. Okay, you laugh, but they are worth good money.
Yeah.
And
I believe it.
These came out at the perfect time whenever they were released, because it was back whenever that big debacle happened about the tainted Chinese dog treats that were killing the dogs. Okay, so this was so you can make your dog allergy sensitive recipes, specialty kinds of treats, healthy, no preservatives. all natural, organic, gluten-free recipe dog treats. I might just make some for myself.
I was going to say, can we make some for ourselves?
But okay, I want to show you all the comps on it because you laughed, but they're not bad. All right.
So if we go over to Deb's house, we're gonna have to ask.
Like, why are these appetizers in little bone shapes?
Are these for us or the dog?
Be quiet and eat them.
For everybody.
All organic, gluten-free.
You bring up the dog thing. I just wanted to say real quick because it happened this morning, but I can't see on there. Duncan Hines had a big cake recall. So if you've bought cake mixes, you need to go.
Salmonellas, right?
Yes.
Duncan Hines.
In a cake mix box.
In a cake
gosh.
box. Yeah.
That's incredible.
So
All
anyhow.
right. So here is, let me present it to everyone.
Wow.
Here are the comps on the Bake-A-Bone.
Holy shit. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
And these did clearance out at TJ Maxx and Marshall's many, many years ago. Mine's purple, so I don't even know if that's going to raise the price because all the rest of these are silver. Oh, here's a purple one, but it's pre-owned. Mine's new. So,
Go for 80, yeah. Go for 80.
I'm gonna. It's Christmas time, and somebody's gonna need it for their dog. Whose dog is that? Is that your dog? Laura?
Can you hear Highway? He's all the way downstairs.
Oh yeah.
He heard about the treats.
I'll be right back. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got them all round up.
I'm gonna mute you, Yvon.
So get that for Yvon for Christmas.
That's funny because I don't ever hear Highway when he's barking, but she's got a new microphone now, so maybe it's just really sensitive.
Maybe.
I don't know. Okay, the other thing I picked up, and I've sold these before, and these are really easy to just like ignore. These are old-looking tabletop water filtration systems. Okay, they actually sit on top of. They're not tabletop, countertop. They sit on top of the counter. I had bought some of these 2 years ago. I guess somebody had them on Amazon, and it was right before long-term service fees used to be in February. Now they're all the time. But and so they had obviously pulled them because they had Amazon stickers on them, and there was 5 of them. And so I bought them all for $5. These sell easy peasy all day long for $40. So I got this one yesterday. I recognized it right away for $5.99. And when I sold out of them, I actually had people messaging me, asking me, hey, are you a dealer? Are you a supplier? Can you get more of them? Blah, blah. And I was like, sorry, that's all I had. So, and I did go to a garage sale, and I shot the most boring video footage you ever find of a ride along for a garage sale. But I picked up 2 of these cups for $0.25 each.
Oh, those are fun.
And these are called, they're from 2005. They're called Queen Diva's Sassy City Socials. They look like they're all in Dallas. That's what they look like. Especially like
their big Texas hair.
Dallas. They should just call it, big. I'm just going to name it Big Texas hair. But yeah, I couldn't find these cups. I could find the plates and the other things, and they were actually pretty good on comps. I think it was like $30 they were trying to sell a plate for. But I got 2 of these exact cups for $0.25 a piece. I figured it was worth the gamble. That, and I bought this stuff that I'll probably never list.
Oh,
at least you're honest.
It's vintage wrapping paper.
Ooh.
But I thought this design was really cute with all the little girls picnicking and gardening, and then I didn't notice, but there's a totally different one on the back that is already used. This one's not used, but this one you can tell has been cut. At some point they did use it for something. But isn't it weird?
that's cute.
Funky little wrapping paper. I might list it. It's fun.
Yeah, people collect that kind of stuff. They like it.
They do. It's not. What happens with me, and I don't know if this happens with y'all, but when I get caught up with something I'm not too familiar with, I'll do like quick research whenever I buy it. And I'm like, okay, this is worth buying. But then I'm like, I don't know anything about this, and I'm going to have to measure this paper, and I'm going to, and then I talk myself out of it. And then it goes into a death pile. Do y'all do that?
Gets redonated.
Yes.
Am I the only one? I'm the only one. I need a.
Nope.
It's
You're not the only one.
just me.
Oh.
Got junk in the trunk says she sells a lot of vintage wrapping paper. Maybe you can help me because you always know so much anyway. I need to just get your phone number so I can call you. And you all right. So, do we want to get into what we sold, or does anybody else have anything they want to talk about? Everybody talked about everything they found. All right. Who wants to start? Show us all the goods. Anybody? Don't hurt yourselves.
Okay, well, I'll start, I guess.
Do it, Lucy.
Let's see here if I can. Is that coming up?
Yep.
Is that up? Okay. So I'm doing 3 Amazon things this week because a lot of people ask about the Amazon things, but it just takes a lot of work to like find the item, make sure you're not on the listing so that you don't know my Amazon stuff and it's not replenishable or wholesale type of items that I am going to do again. So this Kate Spade lobster tablecloth, I pulled up the numbers and just wrote them down here. I sold it for $40.99. It was a Ross find for $12. And didn't write down the profit on that one because it just sold, so it's going out the door. But this sold today or yesterday, one of the two. It was pending.
What a weird little print on there, like lobsters.
Yeah, it's just a lobster tablecloth by Kate Spade. But my point is that it's.
I thought it was. I read it was for a fire tablet because I obviously can't. And I was like, what a weird case for a tablet.
It's a very large tablecloth. And I think I got 3 at the time. This is the last one to sell. But, it's November 6th and lobster tablecloths are selling. Usually you'd think of this as like a summer item, but what the heck? And then, sorry, what?
I said, I wonder why. Like, is there something we don't know going on with the
Well, up in the Northwest, a lot of people do like crab feasts for Thanksgiving or Christmas. So that was kind of my idea. Like maybe here and maybe like Maine might have that kind of same mentality. I don't know.
Maine. I would
love, lobsters up in Maine sound really good. This Vampire Hunter game sold on the 4th of November, so it's kind of Halloween-ish, but it sold after Halloween. I tried to get it into the inventory to kind of hit that Halloween thing, but I don't know anything more about Vampire Hunter game other than it probably has vampires in it. But it sold for $45. I picked it up at Goodwill for $5, and the profit was $27.78.
I don't need my kids creeping around the house with little stakes trying to find a vampire.
It looked interesting, but yeah. Then this was probably my best sale of the week. I picked this up at it was either Value Village or Goodwill for $3. Sold it for $75.37.
Wow.
Brand new, sealed mist. And this was an old game. I don't remember how old, but I know that it's been a while. And the profit was $56.85.
That's awesome.
That's a good day right there.
Yeah. I call that a good day.
There we go.
Yeah.
Good day. All right. I got Laura. I have yours up here. You want to talk about them?
Yes.
Are you ready? Okay.
I'm ready.
I accidentally made my screen way too big and now it won't stop. What are you doing? There we go. Sorry, I'm professional over here. Professional. Okay, so first I have up here. Let me get a screen. Do this. Let me.
Oh, I have a little story with that one. Can you start with the black Lane Bryant from Poshmark? No, it's not Posh. It was Poshmark.
You didn't give me those.
What?
I don't have a link for those.
Oh, I thought I sent you.
Maybe you did. I can. Hang on. I can bring it up real quick if you did. Okay. Maybe I missed it. But I don't need y'all all up in my Facebook seeing all my secrets and stuff.
Okay.
All of my secrets and my secret life. Actually, my Facebook is really boring. Here is Laura. Sorry,
if
guys.
not, I can just yeah.
Hold on, I got it. On Poshmark,
it was a black, like
$9. Black wrap dress. Yes, I got it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
That's it. Okay. So I think about a year ago, I had got into some Instagram hype. So I have a lot of failures, of course. So, but this was Instagram hype. And this is a lesson I had, a $350 lesson I had to learn. So unfortunately, all my lessons come with $signs, but it's okay. So I had bought a 100-piece Lane Bryant wholesale lot. I didn't have a manifest, anything like that. So this was my first time getting into wholesale. And a lot of them were a larger sizes, like size 24, 26, 28, stuff like that. So after each piece, I was about $6 invested for each piece. After I got rid of some duds and stuff like that. So basically I'm just selling them to get my $6 back. So this is where my $9 comes from. So what I did is, can you show up that Macari one that you just showed? There you go. So what I did is I found out when I was doing my eBay inventory, checking on to make sure everything was listed, I had all those pants unlisted. I don't know why. I have no idea, because I took photos, I did listings. So I just put them on Macari and sold off the rest of my pants. I didn't even relist them, just to get my $6 per pant back. So that was a big lesson. I think I have some more still, and I'm gonna do another final lot to get rid of them. But that was a bad buy.
At least you can recoup, and you learned a lesson of, like, and
Instagram hype.
Yes. Don't fall. I see that roll through. It's like every month there's something else. But all right, let's go next. Poshmarks.
So this one right here, now I sell on eBay. I started selling on eBay first in January of 2015, 16, who knows. And then the next month we started selling on Amazon in February of the same year, because my husband wanted to help. So I figured out he could learn Amazon and I can still doing this. And then after that, I got back on Poshmark. So I'm actually trying to do more Poshmark than eBay, because I just like it better now. But anyways, this wallet I have found a long time ago. This was part of my, I think I've got it like Salvation Army for like $6 or something. But I was going to keep it for myself. And then now that I'm starting to get rid of crap, I was listing it, but somebody had the exact same wallet in better condition on eBay, and they were starting a low auction at like $24. And week after week after week, I would watch it just to see how it was going to go. And they never sold it, and then they never relisted it. So finally it came time for me to get rid of it, and I just didn't even put it on eBay. I just put it on Poshmark. And she sent me an offer of $53. I think I had it like $59 or something. And it sold like right away.
Oh, that's a good solid offer too. I love those kind of offers when it's like, oh, it's $60. I'll give you $56.50, and you're like, yes.
Yeah. So, and then what she did basically is shipping is $6.49. So she just asked for $7 off for me to cover her shipping. That's basically what it was. So that's a story with my Burberry wallet. So.
All right, and then we got these fancy pants.
Yeah, so a lot of the times when I go thrifting, I have my 3-year-old son with me. He gives me about an hour at a thrift store, and then after that, he starts, being a 3-year-old.
That's good for a 3-year-old, though.
Yeah, well, he's been thrifting since he was, newborn baby, so he knows the drill. So he knows mommy has to go look for clothes to sell, stuff like that. But anyways, so a lot of the times when I go thrifting, this is at the outlet. So I love going on dollar days, 75-cent day, 50-cent day. And a lot of times what I do is I find things that nobody, really knows. Like, I've never heard of this brand before, but it felt really, really good. Like the material was really nice. Everything else is stitching. And then plus it had, the wherever it was made from. So I just buy it without researching it. And I mean, I've already made $350 mistakes. I can make a 50-cent mistake, Yeah. So with that, and that sold like within days of listing. And I priced it high because I didn't know. I didn't really know where to put it. So I just priced it and it sold to somebody in California and she left me feedback right away. So that's the only advice I can give to like moms, you know, fill material, look for where it's made, stuff like that. So
Yvon, do you know that brand, the Oscar? Oh, she's on the phone.
Oh.
I'll ask you later.
Yeah, so that's all I have.
But that was good though.
Thank you.
Are you, Yvon, are you on the phone? She's on the phone. Okay. All right, I'm going to show you my sad sales. I have sad sales. I didn't list last week, and I didn't list the week before. I've been caught up in all kinds of mess. So I didn't list, but I will now because I'm broke. So I need money, especially with sales like this. So let me show you what I got. I sold this Apple Core set I got at the garage sale for $5. I went to garage sale 2 weeks ago. And so this was $5 and they're new. They weren't used except for it has like oxidization right here. And that'll happen sometimes on things that are stored in styrofoam. So I don't know if it's oxidized or it's just styrofoam like residue. But I did say that it was new other and that there was oxidization on the screw and the handle. I took a best offer of $20 just because I'm cash poor and $20 is more than $5. So, and that's what I paid for that set. And it sold really fast. I only had it listed I started it on the 27th and it sold, what was it, Friday? So was that the 3rd, 2nd? So just a couple of days. It sold a lot faster than I thought. And then 2 weeks ago, I did make this tater twister variation listing, and I sold this guy, the little hopper, the actual work bowl. I have a video about variation listings, but it's not up to date because variation listings are made a little more easily now than they used to be. So if you can understand the other one, you can do this one now. Super easy. But yeah, hopper work bowl, that's what it's called. And I sold that for $14.95 plus shipping. So that worked out really well. I only paid $4.99 for this entire unit. And I just thought I was going to get more money out of it being parted out. That, and I also have a whole bunch more of these pieces that I've collected over the years. So I can just update this listing and it'll be super easy. Then I was cleaning out my car and I found this coupon that I had that I forgot to list. And it was literally going to expire the next day. Like, no, I'm sorry, 2 days. I listed it on the 30th. It was going to expire on the 1st. And I have in the listing saying, if you select local pickup, if you want just the online code. And so the person selected local pickup. All they wanted was the online code that's on the back of these. And so it sold overnight for $14.95. And it was actually in the trash bag for the car. And then I did sell all of that luminous air makeup the foundations that I listed. I had 3 of them. All 3 of them sold to 3 different buyers for $24.95. And I had paid basically, I'd say 50 cents for each one of them, maybe 75 cents for each one of them. So out of my garage sale stuff that I paid $25 that whole day. And out of the stuff that I listed, I already grossed $120. So just not bad. But don't expect me to be garage selling all the time either. So everybody's muted, so nobody's said anything.
I'm good.
Oh, I was just muted. My thing is sensitive, so it kept popping over.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Same.
All right. So Yvon, have you ever heard of that Oscar brand? Oh, the Oscar, the one that here.
Oh, the airbrush?
No. This, we were talking about this brand. Laura sold some of them. Sold a pair of pants. Have you ever heard of this brand, Oscar?
No. But it looks like it's a legging look, like roomy.
Yeah, very wide leg. And what do you call it? Legging?
Well, sometimes some pieces similar to that I find, I'll put legging look. I think most of us do that now in clothing. It's German for layered.
Oh, see, I don't know these terms because I don't sell clothes.
Yeah. I've sold brands similar to that though in that price range, and there is a large group of women that love that look, that comfortable yet they feel chic and trendy and modern yet comfortable, and artsy.
I feel like I've never been able to layer, and I'm not saying this to down myself, but just because I've always been a bigger person. And so I always feel like if I layered more layers on the layers I already have, then it would just be like a bunch of clothes and like, if you got like a shirt and then another shirt and a sweater and a scarf and I don't know.
I get what you mean.
I've never been able to do that. I wish I could, like, I think it would be good. It'd be all comfy, and
I think you have to have a certain like coolness factor in order to pull it off.
I would just look like I had a bunch of blankets on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's if you have that look, then you can pull it off. And me, I just look hot, So.
They tend to have like edgy haircuts,
Yeah.
Like real estate agent,
And plus, I'm in Houston. I have we have like 2 cold days a year, so I have no reason to be having all that.
It's gonna be cold on Friday. Are you getting cold on Friday? It's gonna be in the 40s and 30s, and Yvon had snow, and I'm over here. It's gonna be 47. It's gonna be cold.
I was mad about that. I put that snowball gif everywhere on every platform. If you didn't get snow today here,
we got rain. Halloween. It poured rain.
It just always does something every Halloween here, and now we're fine.
It's rained for the last like 3 years. I actually, once it started pouring rain, Lockhart has a really bad like drainage system. It doesn't have a drainage system, so the water just kind of pools next to the curbs and the driveways, and the poor kids were still out there trick-or-treating. They didn't stop because of the rain. They've been conditioned. They just know. And so I started actually standing out at the end of my driveway in the rain with the bucket of candy, looking like a crazy person, going, "Candy!" to all the cars that drove by, and started doing drive-by trick-or-treating where the kids didn't have to get out of the car. And I was just like dropping candy into their buckets. It was a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, you're a good neighbor.
Well, our street is one of the main trick-or-treating streets. I bought $120 in candy. And I still ran out and had to go back and get more candy. And it had only been an hour and 15 minutes. There were still trick-or-treaters. When we ran out of candy, there were still trick-or-treaters for another 2 hours. And I felt really bad because I had to turn off all my lights and everything. And people were, when I went out to my car to go get something, to go pick pizzas, people were asking me like, "Oh, do you have candy?" I'm like, "My lights aren't even on. It's totally dark." And I said, no. But
that is a ton. I mean, $120 buys a lot of candy.
That's a lot of candy.
And they were buy one get one free at Walgreens, so it was a lot of candy. I had a whole cart of candy, and it still wasn't enough. I felt
we only had about 30 trick-or-treaters, but my daughter went out and went to town, and so we have about 3 times the amount of candy that I bought. So, I was going to say something about that. You reminded me. So the candy that she doesn't want, I have her put it in a separate bowl so that anybody else can have the candy that she doesn't want. But so now I've got the separate bowl of candy, and I was going to use that for the postman this year. So usually at my table at my front door for the holiday time, I put out a little, thank you, UPS, FedEx, Amazon, etc., and put a little something out there for them. So I was going to use my leftover Halloween candy this year.
All right, if you can see this was just some of the kids that were in my yard.
Holy smokes.
That's crazy. That's a party. That's a block party.
And it's continual.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
On the trick-or-treaters.
Yep.
You need to get a potato gun full of candy and just shower.
Next year, I want to get like a strobe light and then like a fog machine.
That's what we have.
And then like set up like a little tent at the end of the driveway in case it starts raining, like a canopy. Because I thought, we knew it was going to rain. They told us it was going to rain starting at 7:00. We knew very well it was going to storm, and nobody cared. And so if they're going to be like that, because this is only our second Halloween on this street, if it's going to be like that, then I want to set up like a little canopy at the end of the street. So that way they don't have to walk through our yard because it gets muddy and there's like 5 feet of water by 2 feet that pulls up by the driveway. It's
Well, you
Well,
need
up
some
in-
place to stand if you're instead of
I'm gonna
standing
stand
out the
under the
rain.
canopy. I'm gonna put it the canopy, like one of those tent canopy dealies. Anyway, I like Halloween. It's fun for me. So
We love it here too.
I don't dress up, but I like the little kids coming and everybody's so excited. There's no grumpy kids on Halloween, just all they're all happy.
My dogs were grumpy. We had that scary music going, and I swear there's a lot of door knocking in that, and then the door actually knocking, and then the TREAT word going on, and then they were just having a fit.
That's why I sit out in that's why normally I even sit out under like the very end of my porch, way away from my door, because my poor dogs, they'll just lose their ever loving minds. So yeah, I normally just sit out there, but we got really off topic. But
yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna have to leave.
Laura, thank you so much for joining
Laura.
us. So glad, and we will see you again really soon.
Yes, ma'am. All right, see y'all. This was fun.
Laura.
Bye, Laura.
Bye.
I'm so glad she got to come.
Yeah, she's nice. I'm gonna do my solds.
Yes, do your solds.
Sorry,
we got caught up in Halloween.
Huh?
we got caught up in Halloween, and
I had to switch they died. My Bluetooth ones died, so I had to switch real quick. So
Okay.
this is going to be my first time trying to do it all by myself.
You did your big girl. You could do it.
Finally learned how to do this. Okay, so I thought I did. Help. Okay, maybe not.
No, you press the share button, press application window, find your screen that's up.
Screen share, application window. There I am. Share.
There you go. You did it.
Okay. So a couple that just sold last night, a Roar. So you don't really get that much money for all Roar shirts anymore, but this one was still new with tags from the buckle. It said $89 on it. So that sold last night. And this sold last night while I was sleeping. This is by Hot Hippie, and that's a good trendy brand, especially over at Poshmark. This is all leather, $98. This, if you follow me, this is the one that somebody's puppy had chewed. And so what I did is I covered up the little puppy teeth holes with gold studs.
Oh, that's smart.
And so I got $98 out of it.
That's really smart.
St. John. Huh? Go ahead.
Those Moto jackets are really back in style this year.
Yes.
Like, 'cause I have a subscription box for a clothing subscription box that comes every month, and I see in the group, and a lot of people are getting Moto jackets.
Yes, and some people don't want to do black. This is more of a, relaxed color, let's just say. St. John is still doing well. I've sold probably 3 or 4 pieces in the last 6 weeks. So this is another good one. If you follow me, you guys already know, do not pass up on any Double D Ranch top, jacket, skirt. Do not pass it up. Duluth Trading still doing well. There's another St. John. So yeah, some good sales. Oh, then this one. Oh, $5.99 at Ross. Remember that?
I was so jealous of that. That's a table runner. I thought it was a belt the first time I saw it.
Oh my God, that was at the store this week.
Yeah, $5.99 at Ross is what I paid for that. So, and they're selling for about $80, $90 if they're the real nice ones. Somebody said, I can't prove it, somebody said that they think they're from Pottery Barn, that Pottery Barn sold those a few years ago, and then that would make sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would it have the Pottery Barn RN number on it?
I don't know. It just had the where it was from in India, and then it's over on Instagram. There's a little video on it, and the $5.99 price tag from Ross.
Yeah,
I was real happy about that. And
are the scissors in the picture for size reference?
Yeah, okay. Just for scale. I probably could have used something better, but they were there. They were there. When I do flat lays, I have an extra background, and I do it on the bed, so I don't have to bend over. So they were there, And then the last thing I'll talk about is the scary Robert Graham shirts that I showed in a haul video, where I went ahead and paid $14.99 a piece at the thrift store, only because they were new with tags. I was a little worried because they were short sleeve, but I sold all 3 of them, 2 on eBay and 1 on Poshmark.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Okay, that's about it. I did put out a sold video yesterday on my channel.
And I have Yvonne's links all down in the description. Everybody's links are down there. But if you want to see her sold video, I did get the links down there.
Thank you.
No
I'm trying to remember which Ross I saw it at.
Yeah. Well, when I bought them, I told everyone because I'm like, okay, I normally don't like to do retail arbitrage disclosure when I'm in it, when I'm doing it. But I knew this was going to be such a limited item. Like you were going to be lucky if you found one.
You know, if they were Pottery Barn, you know, I mean, people don't understand, like, things get made and then the labels don't get put on them. You know, like, they just get made and then they're not actually part of the company's line or whatever. So it's entirely possible. If it was was it really high quality? Like,
yes, it was well made, nice backing to where you could even make it a wall hanging.
Yeah,
it was
it
really
probably
nice.
was, because Pottery Barn, you can, even when you go through the linen section and you're just swiping through, it's almost like how you can swipe through stuff and you can feel quality of things.
Right.
You can swipe through and feel like Pottery Barn stuff. Like, I have sold like Pottery Barn bumpers, since they don't sell those anymore. Like, bumpers for cribs have been like, they don't sell them because they're a hazard for the children. But people still want to buy them. And so the Pottery Barn ones used to do really well. I don't know if they do anymore. You have to do your own research and look them up. So don't come back to me and say you bought 10 Pottery Barn things and they sold for nothing. Don't.
Yeah, it's still tricky. There's still a big Pottery Barn fan club, but it is shrinking a little. It's down to the diehard, hardcore ones, but it can still be done with Pottery Barn.
10 of Hearts is asking, have you guys checked for your mobile-friendly listings lately? I just found that half or more of my store's meta tags have been removed. I never did any of that mobile-friendly stuff.
Hasn't been a problem for me at all. I don't even know why it's still being talked about. I don't really understand, Beth.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't, I never did any of that stuff where you were supposed to add that line of, you know, like, into your description. You're supposed to add like an HTML for something. I never even understood why you had a listing that you made on your phone and it wouldn't be mobile friendly. That didn't make any sense to me. Yeah. So I never did anything with it. I don't know. We're, I guess, obviously not the people to know about that.
It's weird how some glitches affect some people and don't affect others. I haven't had any of these glitches from eBay at all this last year.
I don't think I was listing enough to notice. I think, you know, maybe I probably did have some of the glitches and I just wasn't involved at the time in eBay to even notice that they were happening.
That could be true.
Where do you even go to check your mobile friendly stuff now?
I probably still have the link in my bookmarks on my computer because when it was first happening, I did, but it was never a problem.
eBay mobile friendly. Let's use our good friend Google. eBay community friendly checker daily bopper.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one I was using. That's the one eBay recommended.
The ISDN one. That's what I used to put the videos in my listings. I've been using them for years and years.
But I look at my store on my other phone as not myself, as a buyer, and everything's always fine. I have 2 iPhones, so you know everything's always fine.
Yeah, does it even show that on your listings anymore? Remember how it used to tell you, like, is your listing mobile friendly? Do you want to check?
I haven't seen it pop up.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. Maybe I'm just not paying attention.
Yeah, I really didn't think this was still an issue. So talk to us, Beth. What's happening?
Yeah, it says it has the capability to check each listing. You can see the hyperlink on the. Yeah, I see that. On these templates, and it's still affecting my listings. I don't know. I've never really. And do you guys get the little thing telling you how many people are buying your stuff off of mobile? Like, you get that little note, that little email they send you?
Yeah, it's in the email. I don't open it up very much, but every once in a while I notice that it is. I do know that as of the last few years, I don't do any sort of HTML stuff going on because just kind of make sure that your information is good to see on the mobile. No funkiness.
I'm running the little scanner. It's examining my pages. It says that I have one.
One bad one or one good one?
Yeah, one bad one that needs to be fixed. Because one of my something is under 480 pixels wide or something. Well, that's not bad. I'm good. But I guess it works. So I'll take that link and post it in the description of the video if you want to check. I don't know how much of a problem it really is anymore, but obviously it's affecting some people. So I'll go ahead and post it in the description so you can check your own listings because they did it really fast. I'm sure it depends on how many listings you have. I don't have a whole lot right now, but I will because I'm gonna start working because I need money. It's not just appearing at my door. I don't know why. All right. Do you have anything else? Anybody have anything they need to announce? Do you have any videos you're putting out or?
I did a quick one yesterday, but I went to Ross on Sunday and spent $1,000 in 4 hours of time. So I've got a ton to get shipped out.
Wow, that's a lot.
I know.
And
there's 2 cartloads. Huh?
Ross doesn't have any issues with resellers?
No, so I've asked. One, they won't take a reseller permit, so you still have to pay tax, which is kind of a whatever. Is what it is. But I've asked and kind of probed them, and they said they get resellers all the time in there for both eBay and other things. The only complaint they've ever complained about to me is that there are eBay people that will take the Ross tag off, post it on eBay for 2 or 3 weeks, and then I can't remember if they have 30 or 90 days. But if it doesn't sell, they come in and they're like, "Here's the tag." So they have to reattach the tag, and I'm like, "That's shady. I don't agree with that. That would tick me off."
Things. I think that if you risked it and you bought it, then
you figure it out.
It's part of the game.
Yeah.
You don't get to just take it back to the store
because it doesn't sell within the So
yeah, that's true. I mean, if nothing else, don't buy anything that you can't sell for at least what you are paying for it. If it was a fail. I mean, that's rude.
Yeah, normally with anything, you can at least sell it for what you paid. You can at least get your money back. I really do disagree with people doing that. And unless there's a situation that something's really dire and you're like, "Oh my God, I just paid all this, and I can't get to
my car broke or something."
Yeah. And everybody has their situations, but if it's just part of your business model that, "Oh, I'm going to buy something. And then if it doesn't sell within the next 3 weeks, I'm going to take it back to the store."
Yeah. I
don't like that, but everybody don't like me either.
The only other problem I had.
I'm just saying that's a waste of time as a reseller, but go ahead.
The only other thing I had was we had 2 cartloads of stuff, and so the line started backing up. So you start getting a little some people looking at you like, "Come on, lady, hurry it up."
Especially because Ross doesn't have a lot of they don't have a lot of checkouts. They
had 2.
Yeah, they just got the 2. That's it.
And the lady who was doing mine, well, she wasn't going slow. She was folding everything and being, everything had like a metal detector tag that had to be taken off and then wrung and then folded and then bagged, and so it was just a process.
I don't think I could even find $1,000 to buy at once at Ross.
I'm ungated, and some of my big ones are Nike and Nautica, which I'm ungated for. So, and like Lucky Brand, and I do them all on Amazon. So I bring them home and package them up and sell them there. Carter's.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't want to pry. I get it. Yeah, I'm not even on Amazon. So.
Basically, name brand clothes.
Yeah, I get it.
I have come across a couple of vineyard vines, and I've never pulled the trigger because they come up really high rank on Amazon. But I know vineyard vines. I hear about it on the eBay side, but they always want about $25 for, we'll just say, a long sleeve jacket.
It's expensive. My daughter, we went to the outlet mall, and my littlest one, I guess, got on the vineyard vines hook or whatever. And so that's the shirt that she wanted to wear for the first day of school.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a thin, light blue, short sleeve with just a little whale on it that says Vineyard Vines, and it was $49. It got washed 2 times, and it peeled up all over the shirt. I was like, this is the worst quality shirt I have ever seen in my life. Like, I mean, it was new, and it got washed 2 times. I know, because it was by the second week of school. And it had peeling all over it. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it was.
You need to hand wash it.
I'm not hand washing a t-shirt.
Hand wash it in special detergent.
Yeah, well,
and then it needs to be hung out in the sun. And yeah, no, I don't know.
And butterflies need to lay.
Yeah, with butterflies.
All right. Well, I guess unless anybody, Yvon, did you have anything that you needed to announce before we head off?
No, I did drop a sold video, but I just showed you guys some of the highlights. But there was some good Poshmark sales too. But I do talk more in depth about why something sold if you're still trying to learn clothing.
Yeah, that's good too. I like it when people do sold videos where they explain the why over then. Okay, I bought this and I sold it for $50, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? But why? Wait, what? Huh? You know, especially with clothes, because there's so much involved in that I think that's why I don't have. There's just too many variations to deal with. I give it up to you guys that do clothes all the time, because that's a hard job.
Well, every niche has its if, ands, and buts. I mean, you do hard goods and you run into things that have been recalled. You do clothes and you got to follow all the trends. I just got a whole bunch of Halloween stuff on clearance, but I'm mainly looking at like the cosplay type of items that can be used throughout the year. So, you know, there's an if, and but to every niche.
You said but. All right, with that, we're going to go. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining us and supporting us every time we come on. I really appreciate you guys, and we will see you all again next time. Make sure, if you want to participate in the sweater contest, go get a sweater. It's fun. Just go look for it.
Try.
I did it. So, anyway. We'll see you guys all again next time. Love you. Bye.